Just a quick reminder guys, this channel update is best enjoyed with headphones on. With all of this aside, please enjoy the video. Well guys, in case you didn't catch England's World Cup clash against Argentina earlier on in the week, England's dreams of winning the World Cup is once again left in tatters.
The behaviour of the Argentinian players during the match was outright despicable, and don't even get me started on how much they've tried to politicise a simple game of football over the sovereignty of the Falkland Islands. So shame on you, Messi, shame on you. I really hope Spain absolutely destroys you in your final match against Spain on Sunday.
Now, before England's first match of this tournament, myself and my childhood friend and an absolute pillar of support, before, during and the immediate aftermath of my accident in 2004, Andrew Opendrag Carpenter got into another little debate of whether or not football was coming home. Now, obviously, I took a very pessimistic stance, but then again, my friend just simply said, keep the faith. So, the debate ended on a little flutter in the footy per se. So, if England were to have picked up the trophy, I would be contractually obliged to do Max Payne 2. So, because of my pessimistic predictions, which have been proven right, the future direction of Dgr Plays would be resting entirely in my hands. So, after some discussion with both myself and Nine over a nice cold drink, we have ultimately reached a decision of what game will follow up on Half-Life Alyx in terms of Dgr Plays. So, now it is over to Nine to announce our next Let's Play project. Okay, Nine, it's over to you. Okay, James, thanks. Now, a quarter of a century ago, a very small team of talented developers from Bellevue, Washington, created a game that was a launch title for Microsoft's newest console, the Xbox. Now, the influence of this game is very similar to that of GoldenEye 7, if not surpasses it. The game single-handedly became the face of Xbox from both the original and Xbox 360 eras, as this title was hailed as a masterpiece of the genre, and revolutionized it in a number of ways. It pioneered mechanics that are still present in first-person shooters 25 years later. These includes limiting the weapons that the players can carry to 2. The multiplayer element of this game also revolutionized the way that we played multiplayer first-person shooters on console. Sure, Xbox's online service, Xbox Live, was still a few years out, but numerous consoles still had the capability to connect with each other over a local area network or LAN to increase the player count of a single match. Before this title, the only way to play multiplayer was to have multiple controllers connected to the same console, and matches was tied to that console. The developer was called Bungie, and the game was called Halo Combat Evolved. Okay, with that being said, it's back to James to give you guys the nitty-gritty on how this Let's Play is going to work. So, first things first, the version we will be using for the Let's Play is the PC port of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary from the Master Chief Collection. The reasons why we've made this choice is Halo Combat Evolved seems to be the most lazy cash grab from our Halo studios that should not be trusted with the legendary franchises such as Halo. Thanks to 343 Industry, Halo has gone from a household name while Bungie was at the helm, churning out legendary titles such as Halo 2, the game that put multiplayer to the masses, Halo Reach, debatably one of the best multiplayer experiences on the Xbox 360 before the servers got shut down, to a franchise that frankly lost its way and lost its touch. Halo 4, in my honest opinion, 343 Industries' first title, signaled the downfall of the Halo franchise. To be honest with you, it is by far too similar to Call of Duty. Halo 5 was an absolute joke. The marketing of the game was an absolute farce, as the campaign didn't turn out to be the opposite of the trailers that leading up to the game, and also the Battlefield-esque multiplayer mode Warzone was, in fact, a microtransaction-filled mess. And finally, there's Halo Infinite. In my honest opinion, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. The state of the game on launch was completely unfinished. There was a whole list of key features that was seen as the franchise's bread and butter was missing. These include full campaign co-op and split screen play, and the franchise's trademark map creation tool, Forge. And finally, the game still does not have the ability to play as Covenant leads. And we're still, Halo Campaign Evolved, is using Unreal Engine 5. Now, Unreal Engine 5 on PC is an absolute joke in terms of performance. And also, they're actively using Lumen. Now, Lumen is a form of ray tracing that relies very heavily on high-spec hardware. For example, the NVIDIA RTX 40 and 50 series cards. Now, the majority of PC players out there are still using 8GB of VRAM cards, such as my trusty RTX 3070. So in terms of Halo Infinite, to pull a quote from Sosori Iwasa, a delayed game is eventually great, but a rushed game is forever bad. Other than that, the same protocol as usual, 45 minutes per episode. Then the next episode will be restarted at the last checkpoint I passed through since the end of the previous part. Now, for the ultimate nostalgia fix, I will be using the classic graphics mode and classic soundtrack. So after this playthrough is finished, I will be playing either through Portal 2 or Halo 3 ODST. Now, the reason being is because in my own personal opinion, ODST got thrown under the bus by the community. The open-ended style of exploring the streets of New Mombasa, allowing you to play the campaign's missions in any order you choose, thus unveiling the mystery of what's happened to your squad. And that's the reason why I would say Halo 3 ODST's campaign is the best one in the series. One last thing, by the way, guys. In terms of the big anniversary special review, which will be posted on the 7th of August, the game that I'll be reviewing has already been decided. Here's a hint for you guys. This game is the biggest reason why I soft modded my 3DS using Luna 9. So, that's everything that we want to cover in this channel update. It is best for us to sign off. This is Sparta Commander 1990, Chief Editor of Disabled Gaming Reviews. Until then, here at Citizen Head of Dgr Plays, over and out, and I will see you guys on Sunday.